It is home opening day at Rogers Centre here in Toronto, and the Jays taking on the Red Sox 7 o'clock tonight. We are proud, humbled actually, to be joined by Mark Shapiro right now, the Big Cheese here. Is it Big Cheese?
That's
BC?
my title, yes.
The BC.
That's on my business card.
Here right now. Hardest part we had as media when you first came is Mark Shapiro is the new guy.
I can roll with that. Yeah, I can roll with that. But it is Shapiro. It's a strange thing from when my family immigrated, from Eastern Europe and Ellis Island. They just said Shapiro for a certain group of people that are in Philadelphia, and I've kept the fight up, But hey, I'll go with anything you guys want to call me.
We'll call you Mr. Shapiro.
All right. Mark is good. Mark's better. Yeah.
If I could just very quickly about you coming to Toronto right now. You haven't come completely yet, but the family is coming up this summer, and they're going to be living here. Going back.
Excited. That was a big part of the decision for my wife and I. It was a family decision that I've got a son 13, a daughter 11, and we thought this would be an incredible city to raise them for the second half of their childhood. Just a dynamic, diverse, international place, and I think in today's world, to be able to raise kids in this city is, you're fortunate to be able to have that opportunity. So I'm excited. I'm incomplete until they're here, and excited for them to be here.
There's a smile on your face that, we've seen you in interviews in the off season and that sort of thing, but right now I could feel the excitement coming off of you. Do you get home opener jitters?
I mean, opening day, I've always kind of felt, it goes back to memories I had when I was a little kid, being pulled out of school by my dad and mom and going to opening day, because in Baltimore, the Oriole games were always a 1 o'clock opening day, and so you missed school, and you were with your family, and it was a celebration of baseball. And so for me, the bonds around baseball, the grandparent, grandchild, uncle or aunt, and niece and nephew, the siblings, the parents. I mean, usually a love of the game of baseball is somewhat generational. Someone passed that down to you. So I always view opening day as kind of that moment to regenerate and rekindle, those bonds around the game and celebrate the game. And I think we have so much to celebrate here in Toronto this year. 40th anniversary, an incredible year last year and a championship, great hopes for this year, and the fact that we're celebrating all those things not just for a city but for a country. So much for me to be appreciative of and thankful of today.
So where are you going to be? Let's say, I think folks are going to start arriving 3:30, 4 o'clock. Where are you going to be? Where are you going to be?
So I'll be taking tickets at gate 3. No, I will not sit still. I don't do that very well, particularly when I'm got nervous energy. But I've got a lot of media obligations today. You're number one.
All right. Thank you, sir.
And,
Pardon, sorry, could you just say that but include the name Breakfast Television? Just look right at that camera.
Breakfast Television is number one.
Okay,
yeah, there we go. Yeah,
mark that, guys.
Yes, not prompted or cued at all.
No.
So that I'll do those things. I'll also go down and spend some time at batting practice and just talk to Gibby. I'm very interested to kind of talk to the players, and we did after the workout last night to see what they think of the dirt infield. I mean, that's a major change to this ballpark. And at some point I'll sit back and watch the incredible work that an entire organization full of people have done in really choreographing and putting on an event today more than a game. And then when 7:25 rolls around, I'll sit in my seat, and for over 3 hours I will have nervous energy in my stomach and watch a game, which is the hardest 3 hours of my day, honestly.
And you get to do it 157 more times after tonight.
Oh yes,
which is great. Now, this team is from totally, every single player has a story. Every single player has a different background. Some of them tougher than others, but they've really united, and there's a very interesting element to that.
I really think you hit on something that so many people overlook, that this is, I've been around a lot of teams in 25 years, but this is a team with a collective chip on their shoulder. If you go around the diamond and you look at a Chris Colabello and a Ryan Goins and Josh Donaldson and Russell Martin, Kevin Pillar, even Stroh, all these guys, other than maybe Tulowitzki and Justin Smoke, who were a little more traditional high pedigree type players. These guys have stories. There's a resiliency, a grit, a determination, perseverance, within the story of how they got to where they are, that I think collectively makes this an easy team to root for and pull for, in my mind, and a team capable of doing some special things. Ultimately, if you're building championship teams, you're not just collecting talent, but you're trying to build a true team that exceeds objective expectations, and I think these guys are capable of doing that.
So Josh is going to be back in the lineup tonight?
We hope so. I mean, I think, we he wants to be. I can tell you that, being in the training room yesterday. We feel like he can be, but we also need to be cognizant of those 157 more games and do the right thing. So that'll be a call we make when he gets here today to the ballpark. But we feel, we're feeling optimistic.
All right. Welcome to Toronto. Welcome your family to
thanks.
Toronto.
Good to be here.
We'll give you, and I'll get you on one of those double-decker buses, and I'll give you a tour of the city once they
Just
all
let
come
me
in.
know when. Yeah,
All
that'd be
right,
great.
got it. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more Breakfast Television. We still have to get down on the field and dig in that new dirt.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Don't dig, but look at the
dig a
new
little?
dirt.
I
Look
can't-
at the new
I
dirt.
can't promise.
Yeah, you may get tackled if that happens.
You're watching Breakfast Television. We'll be back.